we hold, safe like the arms of the evening tide. This town.
This is the beautiful community of Puerto Aventuras between Playa and Tulum. And as you see, it's well known for its port, because it is a port, and it's great for the boating community if you like boating, but it's also a very peaceful place. And so we're going to spend a couple days here, show you around what it's like here if you want to buy or if you're coming on vacation here. But this is more of a residential community, is about 80% residential, 20% tourism, rentals. There are a few all-inclusive hotels here, but for the most part, people do just love living here. In fact, I have many friends that live here, and they would never leave for anything. They've lived here for years. So in this video, we're gonna show you all around Puerto Aventuras. We're gonna spend a couple days here filming, show you what real estate is like, condos, and just the lifestyle.
Every moment's a treasure, make it last. Moonlight reflections, diamonds in the sea. This is the place where I'm meant to be. The canals hum soft, melody so clear. Echoes of laughter, there's nothing to fear.
Here in Puerto Aventuras, you do have a lot of restaurants to choose from, everything from Japanese to Italian to seafood. I'm right now at the restaurant called The Pub, and it's in the main commercial center in the center of Puerto Aventuras. I ordered this salad about 10 years ago, and I still remember it. It is so good. It is shrimp with avocado and have fresh juice. And a really cool thing in Puerto Aventuras, here in this center commercial area, in the center, there are actually dolphins, and they're jumping and playing. You can visit them. Mexico is phasing out dolphins in captivity, but for the moment, it's still available here, and it's really amazing just to sit here and eat and have dolphins jumping behind you and playing. So it's a really special atmosphere here in Puerto Aventuras.
Wake up to waves, whispering dreams, candles that glisten in morning beams, boats glide slow, life's afloat in Puerto Aventuras, where hearts glow.
In fact, wherever you go in Puerto Aventuras, you're not that far off from nature because you're surrounded by so much.
Painting skies in gold, a story of safety forever.
This is Puerto Aventuras, and we're gonna take you on a tour like nobody else can on a wave runner. And this is Sebastian, he's a local realtor. So if you've seen our videos, he's very knowledgeable about the area. So now we're gonna go check out Puerto Aventuras by the canals.
Where the world feels like luxury home, stars burn bright, safe and sound, where dreams abound. This is paradise.
If you see this building right here, we're gonna go up there and show you one of the units, and you would have this view right here.
Soft they keep the beat. Beaches.
So right now we're in a new building development here in Puerto Aventuras, and this has a gorgeous view of the canals. Of course, it is a little rainy day here, which is very rare. We have about only 60 days of rain and 300 days of sunshine here. So this is what we call a Mexican snow day. And as you see, it's still beautiful, the view and everything.
It is. And we get a little break for the sun because sometimes, you get too tanned.
It's too much sun. That's a problem we have in Mexico. But Sebastian, tell us about this condo here.
Okay, so we are at a condo project on phase 4. So phase 4 of Puerto Aventuras is the newer phase, and it's my personal favorite because the properties here are a lot more modern and they're spectacular. The views that you can see to the canal is just outstanding. So we have condos here starting at $639. This is on a pre-construction. So this is Tower A. We have Tower B and Tower C coming up. 2 bedrooms start at that price point. And this property that we're at right now, which is immediate delivery, which is Tower A, starts at $879,000.
So with this condo development here, what are some of the features within the development of just the condos?
So you've got the boat slips right here, and you can just park your wave runner to the dry dock. So, and you can flush it right there. So everything, all the nautical sports that you can think of, like you can have your paddle boards, go paddle boarding for sunrise in the morning. Or if you just go fishing, you go boating, and you come back, then you can park your boat at the boat slip. And we have two pools. So we have a natural saltwater pool from the canal water. And the canals here are completely different than all of the canals that you've seen on other nautical residences, right?
And these are all man-made, so they're really straight and deep and everything. Very
Correct.
nicely made.
So we have one of the pools that is saltwater, and then we have the freshwater pool, and you've got the palapa. So you got the catch of the day. You can just cook it, ceviche, whatever you want to do, and eat it with your friends and family at the palapa.
So that brings up the question of like what services, when you are in Puerto Aventuras, besides just what is at your condo complex, what other services can you take advantage of here?
Wow, this is going to be a long one because the list is massive. It's huge. You actually have a membership, so you can include whatever you want to choose. We have tennis, we have a 9-hole golf course, we have pickleball, paddle tennis, we have the Central Park, which is, it has jogging, how do you call them?
Like a track?
Jogging tracks. You have areas for kids, you have volleyball, you have access to the PA, Omni, which is like the clubhouse for the entire Puerto Aventuras community, and it's also a hotel. So you have the restaurant there, you have gyms, and that's Bahia Fatima, where you have beautiful sandy beaches, and you have the reef protecting this bay. So it's super calm. I used to bring my baby daughter when she was like 2-3 years old. Like there's no waves whatsoever. It's like a natural swimming pool. It's beautiful.
And then there's a gym, there's several gyms.
Correct. There's several gyms. So inside Puerto Aventuras, there are also hotels. So you have the Catalonia. Catalonia has a really beautiful gym.
And then just walking around, it's gorgeous. All the streets, tree lined, sidewalks. Your kids can ride bikes if you want to, or adults can ride bikes as well.
Of course, I mean, it's the safest gated marine community of the entire Riviera Maya, and I would say of the entire Mexican country.
Yeah,
I mean,
of the whole country, yeah.
And this kind of water, you've got golf courses, you've got all the nautical experiences. So if you love boats, you can go skiing, wakeboarding. If you love the water, this is the place to be. And if you want to raise your family here, I don't think there's a better place in the world to raise your family, because I mean, you see kids that are like 8 years old riding their bikes, riding their golf carts to school every morning. Like, where do you see that, man? Like, it's extremely safe. And the community, right now, Halloween is coming. So they decor all the golf carts and they go out in like a parade, Halloween parade, and just go trick-or-treating here, like in this $1 million homes. It's really, really cool.
Get some good candy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
And I always come to Puerto Aventuras for tours because this is really the only port in most of the Riviera Maya. There's not a lot of ports. So you take all the catamaran tours, you go up the coast, and there's beautiful snorkeling that you can't get to unless you take a catamaran too. So a lot of the boat tours, if you like fishing, there's just tons of that here.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like you mentioned, you can charter boats from here, from Puerto Aventuras, and you can cross to Cozumel Island. You can go to El Cielo, you can go to the Tulum ruins, or you can just go to the Caleta, the inlet. It's a really cool vibe here.
Luxury cradles me a sight to behold, safe like the arms of the evening tide. This town is a heartbeat, steady inside. Puerto Aventuras, where the stars align, boats in the harbor, life feels divine.
So we are in another property here in Puerto Aventuras, and this is Teddy, who actually currently lives here, but he doesn't come with the property. So you want to tell us about where we are right now?
Yes, this is a very rare find. This is one of the few oceanfront properties that are available. This is part of a 4 townhouse complex. And this property is listed for 1.95 million. It's brand new, and that's something that you don't see in Puerto Aventuras because this community is a mature community. So you have properties here that have been built for 15, 10 years already, right? So this was built 2 years ago, and you can see the modern finishes. So this is definitely one of the rare finds that we have for your viewers and readers.
And this is 3-bedroom, correct?
Correct. This is 3-bedroom, a little bit over 3,000 square feet.
And then as far as other prices here in Puerto Aventuras, for prices of condos, townhomes, beachfront, marina, there's so much different types of property.
Right.
What are property prices here in Puerto Aventuras?
Okay, well, I'll give you average prices because obviously everything's changing, and this video is going to be up for a while. But right now, getting close to winter 2025, you have basically 3 different options, right, in Puerto Aventuras. You can get Gulf front, you can get marina front of the canals with boat slips, or you can get ocean front, beach front with ocean views. Some have ocean views or not. So let's say first category, we're gonna go with Gulf front. So Gulf front, we have lots still starting for around $190,000. That's your starting price in Puerto Aventuras, okay. Just under the 200,000. Then you have condos starting from $190,000 all the way to $450,000, $500,000 in front of the Gulf. Maybe villas go from $450,000 to $800,000. Then if you get closer to the ocean, or maybe you're already on the water in the canals, you can find condos around, say, $250,000 for a really small studio. That would be maybe like a hotel suite, maybe something more like a short-term rental investment property. Then your 2-bedroom goes to $300,000, and then a larger 3-bedroom unit, I would say anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000. And then you have your penthouses. You can find anything from $800,000 to $1 million plus for penthouses. Then we've got villas and houses, canal front. They start around 1.5 million all the way to 5 plus. I mean, there's mansions in front of the canals. And then there are very rare finds. You can find canal front lots, maybe resales at around 700,000 to $2 million, like right at the beach. A property like what we're at right now, which is beachfront, you're gonna look at condos starting around 700,000, and then penthouses, something very, very unique in a condominium building and in a homeowners association building, you're gonna look at 2 million plus. Then you have, like I said, rare lots, beachfront for 2.5 million. Maybe you have to tear down the $5 million house to build something there. So it's really hard to find them. And villas, houses, beachfront, they start around 2.2 to $8 million.
So a very wide range of properties here in Puerto Aventuras. And then if you do decide to buy in Puerto Aventuras, what are some of the services or the amenities that you can join, activities, things like that?
So that's something that I love because you're able to have this membership, and you can pay the membership for yourself as an individual or for your entire family. And it's 24,000 pesos for the entire family. How much is that in dollars?
Well, we do 20 to 1, that's $1,200.
$1,200. So for a family of 4, if you play 12 rounds of golf, it already paid itself.
And of course you would do more a year because you live here and it's great weather and you want to do a lot. So it's a good activity you could do here.
Plus you have the skate park, you have the surf and sailing academy. Like we shared, you have ice baths in the community, sunrise paddleboarding sessions, sound healing, yoga. You've got 3 gyms. You've got 4 pickleball courts in the Central Park, volleyball, basketball. I mean, you can do anything here.
And then a lot of people do move here with families. So as far as schooling goes, that's another perk of Puerto Aventuras. What is the schools like for families?
So right now you have 2 international schools in Puerto. You have Colegio Puerto Aventuras, which is one of the best schools in the Riviera Maya. That goes from kindergarten all the way to preparatoria. And you have...
Which is high school.
Which is high school. And then, remember, I'm your favorite
He's
Mexican realtor. So I'm always
Mexican-American
in my mind. Okay, and then you have another international school that is a smaller school that only gets to
middle school.
Middle school, correct.
These carry dreams. They come and stay. This is my home in the Riviera.
Welcome to one of our new exclusive listings, Canal Front, being sold with a private yacht. Come check it out.
So Sebastian, in this exclusive listing here in Puerto Aventuras, can you tell us about this property?
This property is massive, is 5 bedrooms. You actually have 2 independent studies that you can rent totally separately. So you have a lot of options that you can do with this property. If you want to rent half of the property, if you want to bring all your family and friends over, there's so many different configurations that you can play with.
And of course, just take out your yacht from your backyard.
That's amazing. Actually, the owners, the sellers, just showed me some pictures of these private bays they take their family to, and they take the kayaks and they go snorkeling there. There's fresh water, cenote fresh water coming out to the ocean, and it's just incredible.
And of course, this house is just like a house you'd find in Fort Lauderdale or Miami, but you have a lot of friends that come from looking at properties there and they come here. What do they usually say about the properties here?
So all the clients that I have brought to this property, I always ask them, like, how much do you think this property is going for? And they all shoot way higher. And as soon as I give them the price, they're like, oh my God, in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, this property would cost double that, right? So that's something that across the board we see. People are always thinking like, yeah, the property prices are around double.
And that's a good point about Puerto Aventuras. This is the same quality of neighborhood you would find in Florida, and it's very secure and gated, and the quality of construction and everything. So not only indicative of this house, but other properties here, you get really good value for your money, you would say.
Totally. Actually, the owner of this property loves swimming. She swam the English Channel, and she goes out swimming to all of these bays every morning with her friends. So that kind of lifestyle, I mean, it's pretty unique.
And there's a special pool here, correct, on the side of the house?
Yes, she has a 25-meter official lap pool so that she can train.
So there's a lot of special features of this property, as well as other houses you can find here in Puerto Aventuras. So that's why we wanted to show you this property.
Wake up to waves, whispering dreams, candles that glisten.
So here is a great photo of all Puerto Aventuras and all the different phases and where everything is, so you get a kind of idea. So Sebastian's going to point out where everything is in Puerto Aventuras on this map.
Correct. So 307 highway is this highway right here. If you go further north, you're gonna be 15 minutes away from Playa del Carmen and around 1 hour away from Cancun's International Airport. So if you fly from Toronto or New York City, you left your house by breakfast, you fly in, it's gonna be like 3 hours plus 1 hour drive. You're gonna be here in 4 hours.
Or on the beach right here.
Literally, on the beach. Down further south, you will find Tulum, which also opened an international airport. so you can be able to fly into Tulum and drive up to Puerto Aventuras, or fly to Cancun and drive down. So you have a supermarket, a massive grocery store right here, and you have a gas station right here, right next to the entrance. So this is the gated, the only gate to go in and out of Puerto Aventuras. So again, this is extremely safe. This is the safest community, I would say, in Mexico. So main entrance right here, you have the par 3. Then to the right, you have the 9-hole golf course. You have both condos and you have family houses. You have villas, houses, townhouses that are Gulf front. Then if we continue a little bit further down, this is Boulevard Puerto Aventuras. That takes you to phase 4, which is the newest phase, which I'll talk about that in just a second. If you keep on going down, you will find the commercial area. So right here you have a bunch of delicious restaurants, you have the dolphins show, and you have the Puerto Aventuras clubhouse. This right here is one of the commercial canals. So all the charters, all the boat tours come either from here or from here. These are the 2 commercial canals. Then you have the 2 hotels. So you have the Catalonia, the Dreams, you have the Lagoon over here, and you have lagoon front properties. Then you have, these are ocean front properties with rocks. So you have beautiful ocean views, but you don't have sandy beaches. The sandy beach is in Bahía de Fátima, which is this one right here. And here you have hotels, you have villas, beachfront villas. You also have condos that are beachfront. And over here, you also have condos that are canal front, that are on the marina. And then back here, you have Central Park, okay? That's the new area of Puerto Aventuras. You have pickleball courts, you have jogging trails, you have a really nice Central Park over here. So you walk into phase 4, and this is what we just showed you. We just took you to a couple of properties over here. So this is Gran Peninsula, this is Bliss. This right here is, there is a delicious restaurant and cenote. So as soon as you come back from fishing, they can actually cook the catch of the day for you right there, and you can chill with your friends and family at this clubhouse, which is really, really nice. Here you have, all these are condos, and then you also have single family homes, villas, lots that are canal front on phase 4. Then you have the Caleta, which you have a Mayan ruin site right here. You have 3 beautiful cenotes, 4 beautiful cenotes with this one over here. And you have 2 exits out to the ocean. And as you can see, there is reef right here. So all of this bay is protected.
And it looks a lot bigger. It feels a lot bigger in person, but this is just an aerial view of it.
This is the urban development plan of Puerto Aventuras, and I'm going to explain the different color coding. So right here, obviously you have the golf course, you have Central Park back here. These are green protected areas that will always stay like that. And then you have all of the green yellowish color are single family lots. Okay, so these are villas, houses. Then all the red slash orange, we're talking about condominium lots. So these have higher density. All of these are for condos. And then you have the purple lots. These purple lots are for hotels, okay? So you have, like I explained, Catalonia and Dreams here. There are also other hotel lots available. Now, let me show you this one over here. So we have a couple of resales available here. This beautiful shot explains clearly the single family villas and houses that have their own private boat slips. This is one of the condos. This is the yacht club. And here in this building, we have 2 resales available. One of them on the 3rd level for $1 million, and one of them on the lower, on the 2nd level, which is $980,000. And they have beautiful, gorgeous views all the way out to the canal.
Palms sway slow, but the vibe runs
Thank you for watching our video about Puerto Aventuras. We try to put as much useful information as possible in our video without making it too long. As you see, Puerto Aventuras has a lot to offer people for living and also visiting. It's a very exclusive community as well. There's only about 5,000 people that live in the gated community, and there's physical boundaries. It's not going to get any bigger. So if you are interested in knowing a little bit more about Puerto Aventuras, we do have an article in the description of this video, which will have more information we couldn't include in the video. We'll also compare it to some other gated communities in the Riviera Maya, just so you can see the contrast and what each has to offer. If you would like to purchase or know more about real estate, at our website, we don't sell real estate, we don't offer tours or rentals, but we refer you to really good services here in the Riviera Maya. And Sebastian, who was in this video, him and his team are very knowledgeable about the area, and many of our readers have successfully bought properties through him to live here in the Riviera Maya. So we'll put his email link in our article right next to his picture. So if you would like to email him, make sure you put in what area of the Riviera Maya you're interested in, whether it's Puerto Aventuras or other area, and maybe some of the things you're looking for. If you include a phone number and also a time to call, they're really good about getting back to people very fast. So it's a really good resource to have here in the Riviera Maya, because not only is Sebastian a realtor, he's an investor, and he has developed condos here in the Riviera Maya, so he knows all aspects of real estate, which is really good. So thank you again for watching our video. We hope you found it useful, and we'll see you online.